answers today, but where do you all believe, from your experience and your perspective, HR is today? Just think about that from your own experience. We don't have to discuss it today. But I do want to, in the interest of time, share what we've learned on the next page. What we learned from the practices and the interviews that I talked about previously is there are 6 functional areas that emerge from our data collection as critical opportunities to really mature the services and improve the capabilities. And that's performance management, recruiting, hiring, and onboarding, compensation and benefits, training and development, employee relations, and process and coordination. So you may ask, why do you care? Why do you care about all of this? And I think there's a couple of things. As council members, my understanding and in my research is there are a number of goals and visions and priorities that you put in place. I've heard in some of the discussion earlier, public safety is something that's important. Efficiency, economic development. In order for these priorities to set in place and to be enabled, you need better recruiting for police and fire. You need to improve support staff for schools. All of these things are done through HR. Efficiency. I'll go a little bit provocative here. Criticism of waste or inefficiency is something that we don't want to hear, we don't want to deal with. That's something that a more effective HR department can provide. More efficiencies, more in alignment with policies and procedures, reduce turnovers, which will reduce your costs. So these are all of the examples of things of why you would care. So going to the next page, some of the cross-cutting themes that we've heard with that in mind. You see there's understanding and expectations, roles and responsibilities, processes, procedures, and culture. In the interest of time, I won't go through all of them. What you have in the next slide is directly quotes from your city staff for each of them. So breaking it down further, theme 1, understanding expectations. Take a moment and read some of the quotes that are shared with us when we spoke to your employees. Some of the stuff is bolded here just so you can jump to the sections. But confused about what HR is. No one is responsible or trained. It's just chaotic. No one knows how to move forward. Theme 2, roles and responsibility, a lot of the same. I have to chase someone down to get answers. I had to bounce around from department to department. People are very nice, they're committed to public service, but it shouldn't be a search to figure out who to call to get things done. I can imagine some of you all experience similar things with your HR services. Again, these are not our words, these are what we're hearing from the individuals that we spoke with. So jumping ahead, I want to be respectful of all your time. You can read some of the quotes that are in here around processes and procedures, lack of consistency in the enactment of HR functions and services. Organizational culture and climate, interconnectedness of human resource challenges lead to organizational-wide impacts and long-term barriers to a safe, healthy, and productive workforce. Some of the quotes are here from your staff. Please take the time to take a look. What I want to jump us to is the model. It's the slide here. If you are following along on your org chart, on the presentation, it's the one with the boxes and lines. So this is what we believe and what we've talked to the mayor and present to the mayor as the organizational structure, the model that HR is really needed to level up. So what are we talking about here? Chief Admin Officer, the Director of HR, and then we're talking about 2 sets of roles. HR generalists, these are positions that are department specific, assigned to a department area so that they can build a relationship, they can understand what the department is doing, what their needs are, so every time I call for help, I don't have to explain the context and the need. They understand my position, they understand me. Those are the HR specialists, HR generalists, and they're working directly with the department admin staff on day-to-day execution and providing that tailored support, developing that relationship. To the right-hand side, you have HR specialists. These are functional specific support, and they are based on their areas of expertise that we talked about as a big area of need. Hiring and staffing to get you the staff that you need to meet the vision and the mission that we are talking about here. Employee relations, so that your managers could be freed up to manage the work and not the challenges, the cases, the incidents that's raised, and putting them in a position of conflicting interest. Employee relations specialist is handling that. Classification and comp, making sure that there's equity in compensation, making sure that positions are classified to reflect the modern needs of the position. And then training and development, training your managers, training your experts, training your staff to do what they were brought in to do. These are specialists providing support and expertise to your HR generalists to mature and modernize your HR services. And then you can see on the right-hand side, we have the personnel board, the personnel department. They are continuing to be here as an interface with HR, serving as that adjudicating body. They're the appeals board to hear appeals cases and work in collaboration with the HR department. I'll pause there.
Any questions from the council member? All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Reed.
All right, President Calhoun, just so the council is aware, this brief was given to you all. We were moving forward with that structure in our HR department, so that is the game plan we were going to go with, and just making it making you all aware of what the game plan is moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, any other members? All right, this meeting is adjourned. We will start the council meeting at 5:10.